cold outside. Coffee's hot. It's not the best for rehydration, but I didn't really sweat that much. It was just cold. I was finally getting warmed up around 20 minutes. And but I stayed out there longer than I thought I was going to. 33. It's a good run. For January 12th. It's about 4 degrees Celsius, 38, 39 Fahrenheit. And it was windy in open spaces wherever there weren't trees or buildings. There's so been at work pretty much nearly every day recently, except for Thursdays, which tomorrow is Thursday. Just the way things are. That's kind of what I'm used to. Not that I like it all that great, but until I figure out something else to do that produces money and earns a living, it's kind of what I'm stuck with. It's like I think about like the writing. It's like, well, what if I could turn that into something? Well, there's a problem. I'm the only one that thinks it's interesting, or at least I don't know how to write to make it interesting for other people, because I don't know how to engage and create anything it's recognizable as being something that somebody would want to read. I mean, being forced to read or having a captive audience, that's one thing, but somebody that would actually pay money and read for leisure or study, I'm kind of thinking it would end up being more to what happened kind of study. Like, how does a person get to be that way? Like, what are those case studies of, I know. Well, that's the problem. I don't know. There's like mental fog and blocks and walls of all the things that I don't know. And I guess it's because I'm not supposed to. And it just seems like a shame. And of course, I'm still thinking about you-know-who a lot, too much. I even mentioned her at a meeting, I knew what I was talking about, but no one else did. I was mentioning, because we had some new people there, that one of the things I'm glad for, or grateful for, is freedom from obsession over alcohol. It freed me up. Now I can obsess over other things. Because it used to be that that's all I ever thought about was, when would I be able to drink, and how much and how long, and before I actually had to be somewhere where I couldn't drink. And I was always thinking about that in terms of how much time I had. And so now I'm free from that obsession, and have been for a while now, and I like it. But now I'm obsessing, I get to obsess about other things, but I obsess about them differently. It's a different sort of thing. It's not as, I don't know what the words are. But now I get to obsess over things with a ferocity, possibly a fanaticism, and maybe, or you could call it passionate. That's the nice way of saying it, the sane way of saying it, but probably fanaticism is probably the more correct, or ferocity. So, especially since it might be, and probably is, unwanted. So that's like where I'm like, gotta back off. And just kind of, but it still baffles me. It's like, I even warned, I was like, you're probably okay to request me back as a friend, but I cannot guarantee your safety. And they requested me back. So I was like, did they not read a warning? Did they not see that? Or do they just thought it was, no, I was being serious. I cannot guarantee your safety. And it's like, I have been hard pressed not to attack them again. Because all the things that I don't understand. And the most recent was a couple weeks ago, where they were doing the thing with the videos, and they took down all their videos, and they put up a couple, and I commented on one, and they immediately took that one down. And it's like, what? I don't, like, okay, well, I won't comment, or I won't write for you anymore and have it be public. And it's like, and there's, was it because I'm embarrassing? I reveal too much? And, I don't know, is there a plot? Give me stage directions. Tell me. I'd be happy to. If I knew, if I was on the inside and I had some guidance of what exactly, but if they just want, to transition me into a friend zone, it's like, well, that's kind of already where I was anyway, and I was trying to transition out. And I think they just like me where I'm at, and they don't want anything, which is also, it's like, so anyway, I'm working on it by moving on, by trying to meet other people, and but I'm also keeping it, besides talking about it in complete public, I'm also keeping it, I'm not really mentioning it other places where it can be easily, looked at and read, because this is safe, because no one actually watches any of these, so I can say what, as soon as I get past like the first minute, no one passes that first minute, so it's like, I can say whatever. As long as I still have to remain myself and be, polite and civil and courteous and respectful. That's all I do. But yes, I am trying to meet other people, and I am interested, and because I'm tired of being alone. I'm tired of being alone, feeling alone, experiencing life alone, creating memories by myself, not really having anything to look forward to or anyone to talk to, except for this is my social. That and conversing with people in recovery, and we all have a very skewed and messed up view of reality and the world. So it's like, it is so refreshing to just have brief conversations with people that are not part of the recovery world, because they don't talk to me like I am. They talk to me like, they talk to me like how they would talk to, I don't know, just a regular person. And I am a regular person with a history of problems, like everybody else, but it's nice to talk to somebody that doesn't know about those things, and they just talk to me. Yeah, and I like that. But then it seems like after a little while, it's like, what's the deal with that guy? And then somebody starts, I don't know what people say or what people think, and it's not my job to police what people know or think or say. But then after a new person that asks about me or something, then they get told something, and all of a sudden they change. And it's like, aw, dang it. Now they're like, they act different. And it's like, I liked it before they knew whatever it is they learned or thought they learned. It's like, I liked it better before they had. Yeah. But then other people are like, it doesn't bother them. Whatever it is, it's like, I never find out. It might be something to do with recovery, or it might have something to do with being autistic, or just strange. I don't know. Or who knows what kind of rumors go around. It's like, I don't know. And it doesn't really bother me. I get left alone, so. But yeah, that was the highlight of my day. I went for the run, and that was, yeah. And later this evening, go to a meeting. Still doing the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday meetings. And I'll go pick up Barbara, see if she's interested. And then I got a call from my the person I used to refer to as my sponsor. I guess he still is my sponsor. I don't know how that works. I don't consider him a sponsor. I don't have a sponsor. I don't work with anybody. I don't report to anybody or keep anybody appraised of my situation and how I'm feeling or how I'm doing or what step I'm on. I don't do any of that. And I don't pray either. I don't really believe in a higher power of other people's understanding. I believe in something, but anyway, going far afield. So, but anyway, he sent me a text out of nowhere, just wishing me a happy new year on like the 10th of January. A little bit late, but still. I don't send people texts like that. I don't send people I don't keep in touch with many people in the first place. But anyway, he sent me a text wishing me a happy new year and asked a couple questions about the Wednesday night meeting and how I was doing and little things. And I like answered a couple questions. And I wasn't even sure I was going to respond at first. I saw it. I was like, well, it's been over a year since I've seen or heard anything from him. And left it cordial. That was about it. Left it cordial. So I guess he felt okay enough to send me a text, and it sounded like he left it kind of open-ended, like, are we cool? And so I wasn't sure. Like, hey, I don't have to answer if I don't want to. Then within an hour, I was like, yeah. I couldn't think of any reason not to. So I sent him a text back answering his questions. I didn't answer all of his questions. A lot of them, I don't feel obliged to answer. So, but I gave him the information that, if he shows up tonight, it's like, okay. But that doesn't mean he's my sponsor. And it doesn't mean that I am obligated. So, but we'll see what happens. I'm not going to make any decisions or evaluations ahead of time. Give people the benefit of the doubt. See what's going on. I just don't want to get confused into some role play of strange sponsor. It's like approach as equals, not as subordinate and superior or something. I don't know. The whole sponsorship thing is just always just kind of, I don't know, not for me. And it's not because I know things or I feel superior, or something like that. I don't know. But I guess I would be looking for an autistic sponsor. Somebody that kind of gets more of my my motivations and my intents and just native permutations without me needing to explain everything. So it's like not everything is about, or maybe I'm just not an alcoholic. I never was, and I was only pretending to be because I was in an environment where it behooved me to play along. It's hard to say. Even I don't know. It seems like I should know, but I don't. But I'm not going to go out of my way to play around or anything like that, because I know what happened the first time. So it's like, no, I don't need to. Because I would begin possibly to start choosing just to do that instead of interacting and trying. I would just shut down the trying part, and it's like, oh well, I guess I'd fall back in. to where I used to be. And maybe that is an alcoholic, but I just choose not to, so I don't have to worry about it. Easier not to. I just keep doing what I'm doing, which I enjoy doing anyway. And I like the results, and I like the consequences. I have better consequences. I have life consequences, not death consequences. So there are consequences I can live with better than the consequences I was going to die. So there's that. I really like that phrase, native permutations. I'll have to use that later in something. So anyway, still doing the videos, and it'll all mean something someday, or not. But I'm still making these anyway for fun right now. It doesn't have to mean anything at any other time except for right now. That's when I'm doing it. And it's like, I only would have wanted to have been doing this years ago. But years from now, I'll have these to look at. And I will be able to make fun of myself about all the things that I was just so wrong about. And then maybe console myself over the things I was so right about. Like I was on the right track. I just didn't know it. Or I was so close, but I just couldn't realize it yet. Or maybe I'll be in the exact same situation and I'll just be like, yep, we're still there. Damn it. So, but who knows? I shouldn't condemn myself or convict myself in advance of all the things that I don't know and I'm not responsible for. I can only do as much as what I know how to do. And what I do know how to do, try to do as well as I can. And don't sweat the small stuff. It's a big universe, and I don't matter. In the speck of time that I exist, in the grand scheme, everything gets recycled and reused. Nothing goes to waste. That can be depressing, inhibiting thought, or it can be a exhilarating, liberating thought. It just depends on perspective. And different days, I can choose. Today it feels liberating. That, no matter what I do or don't do, so just try to live well and live within my means, my abilities, and not make a nuisance of myself or a menace to other people that are doing the same thing. They have a right to do whatever they're doing and believe whatever they believe, just like I have a right to do, same thing. Within the rules and law and code and guidelines and sensibilities of our civilization as we understand it. We're all in this thing together and all that sort of stuff. So, anyway, that's my philosophy for January 12th, 2022. Subject to change. Terms and conditions apply. Your results may vary. Anyway, I should go. I need to take a shower, get something to eat, and sleep until evening, and wake up contact solution. I need to remember to get contact solution. I keep forgetting. Yeah, important things. So, anyway, next time.